Do you feel trapped in a cycle of stress and physical pain? You're not alone. Physically, people are declining, and many of us have lost sight of the importance of physical well being, leading to habitual movement patterns and postural habits that we may not even be aware of. This not only impacts us physically, but also has a tremendous effect on our nervous system, leading to emotional and mental pain and unease. As someone who has experienced physical aches and pains due to stress, anxiety, and even depression, I understand how limited movement caused by a mental state can lead to more physical pain. It's a circular pattern that moves in both directions. Our mental and emotional pain impacts our physical state, and our physical state impacts us mentally and emotionally. Stress and overwhelm have become normalized due to several factors. The demands of modern life, including long working hours, high expectations, and the constant connectivity, contribute to a culture where being busy is often seen as a badge of honor. This hustle culture pushes people to work harder and longer, often at the expense of their well being. Additionally, societal pressures and the fast paced nature of today's world can lead to chronic stress and feelings of overwhelm. Many people feel that they must constantly be productive and achieve more, which can result in burnout. The normalization of stress is also influenced by the belief that experiencing stress and overwhelm is an unavoidable part of success. Most people have created a habit of experiencing life from a place of overwhelm, and we become so accustomed to stress and overwhelm that it has become normalized. There is nothing normal about feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or worried, or having physical side effects from these feelings. Emotional pain can manifest as physical symptoms such as muscle pain, headaches, and gastrointestinal issues. Chronic stress, anxiety, and depression can lead to a cascade of physical symptoms that affect overall health. When emotional distress leads to physical symptoms without identifying a physical cause, it may result in somatic system disorder. This condition can significantly impact a person's ability to function and perform daily activities. The way our minds control thoughts and attitudes affects how our bodies experience pain. Emotional pain can amplify physical pain, making it more intense and harder to manage. Physical health problems can significantly increase the risk of developing mental health issues such as depression and anxiety. Nearly 1 in 3 people with long term physical health condition also has a mental health problem. Physical health problems can contribute to mental health problems and make it harder for people to engage in health promoting behaviors, including physical activity. This can create a vicious cycle where poor physical health leads to poor mental health and vice versa. Chronic stress can lead to a variety of physical health problems, including heart disease, high blood pressure, and sleep problems. These physical health issues can in turn amplify mental health problems, creating a cycle of declining health. Even though we have many layers, we are physical creatures. And the best way to peel back the onion to reach or impact the different layers is to connect on the physical level. Most of us start with the conclusion that our bodies are disconnected from our thoughts, minds, emotions, or feelings. Have you ever tried to force yourself to meditate, be still, tell your brain to stop thinking, or force yourself to relax? Connecting with ourselves on the physical level is often easier because physical sensations and movements are more tangible and immediate. When we engage in physical activities, we can directly feel the effects in our bodies, such as muscle tension, relaxation, or changes in heart rate. This direct feedback makes it easier to be aware and respond to our physical state. On the other hand, connecting with ourselves on a mental level can be more challenging because our thoughts and emotions are less concrete and harder to observe. Mental and emotional states can be complex and influenced by various factors, making it difficult to pinpoint and address specific issues. By using yoga tools to balance our bodies on a physical level, we begin to understand that when we start to heal ourselves physically, we also start to heal mentally and emotionally. This gentle approach through restorative yoga can help initiate your journey. It's often much harder to shift your mental and emotional state than to physically move your body. It is possible for people to become addicted to stress. When people are addicted to stress, they may unconsciously seek out stressful situations, making it difficult to prioritize self care and physical well being. This addiction can create a cycle where stress becomes a norm, and breaking free from it to engage in healthy physical activities can be challenging. When we experience stress, our brain releases chemicals like cortisol and dopamine. While cortisol is often associated with negative effects, dopamine is a feel good chemical that activates the brain's reward center. This can create a cycle where people seek out stressful situations to get that dopamine hit, even if it's harmful in the long run. Fear of taking control often stems from anxiety and past experiences. People may fear the unknown or worry that they won't be able to handle new responsibilities. This fear can be rooted in traumatic events that leave them feeling hopeless and vulnerable. Additionally, the desire to control our surroundings is ingrained in us because it makes us feel safer. When we can't control something, it triggers anxiety and fear. This fear can paralyze individuals, preventing them from making positive changes. When people are afraid to take control, they may avoid starting new physical activities or routines that could improve their well being. The experience of fear begins in the amygdala, the part of the brain that processes emotions. When the amygdala detects a potential threat, it triggers a fear response, which can include fight, flight, freeze, or fawn reactions. This response is designed to protect us from danger, but it can also keep us in a state of fear even when the threat is not real or immediate. The brain's fear response can keep individuals in a state of constant vigilance, making it hard to relax and engage in physical activities that promote well being. This constant state of vigilance can lead to avoidance behaviors where people shy away from activities that could help them feel better physically. The brain tends to resist change because it prefers familiar patterns and routines. The basal ganglia, the part of the brain involved in habit formation, handles routine tasks automatically. When faced with change, the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision making and problem solving, has to work harder. This can create resistance to change and make it difficult to implement new behaviors. Additionally, the brain's tendency to create patterns and fit them into new situations rather than innovate can magnify oppositions to change. Understanding these mechanisms can help us develop strategies to overcome these challenges. For example, starting with small, manageable changes can make it easier for the brain to adapt and reduce resistance. The brain's resistance to change can make it difficult to implement new physical behaviors. The preference for familiar patterns and routines means that starting a new exercise regimen or physical activity can be met with internal resistance. This resistance can hinder progress and make it challenging to stick to new habits that promote physical well being. Restorative yoga focuses on deep relaxation and stress reduction. By engaging in gentle supportive poses, individuals can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps counteract the effects of stress and cortisol. This can break the cycle of seeking out stressful situations and promote a sense of calm and well being. Restorative yoga also encourages mindfulness and self awareness, which can help individuals confront and overcome their fears. By creating a safe and supportive environment, restorative yoga allows people to explore their emotions and build confidence in their ability to take control of their lives. This can be especially beneficial for those who fear the unknown or have experienced past trauma. The gentle, slow paced nature of restorative yoga helps calm the amygdala and reduce the fear response. By focusing on breath and relaxation, individuals can shift from the state of constant vigilance to one of relaxation and ease. This can make it easier to engage in physical activities that promote well being and reduce avoidance behaviors. Restorative yoga emphasizes small, manageable changes and gradual progress. This approach aligns with the brain's preference for familiar patterns and routines, making it easier to implement new behaviors. By starting with gentle restorative poses, individuals can slowly build new habits and promote physical and mental well being without overwhelming their brain's resistance to change. Restorative yoga helps release tension and improve flexibility, which can alleviate physical discomfort and pain. By addressing physical well being, individuals can create a positive feedback loop where improved physical health supports better mental and emotional health, and vice versa. You need to be aware when your body is in a state of fear, anxiety, or stress. Taking steps to move in a different state is essential, but it is not always mentally easy or realistic. How can you start to change your state both mentally and physically? Start with the physical by practicing restorative yoga. We can counter our daily movement patterns, muscular habits, and habitual postures by understanding the 5 movements of the spine. By putting yourself in supportive postures with specific yoga props, you can balance your physical body, which in turn helps balance your mental and emotional state. Using these tools daily can help create new neural pathways, training your body and mind to be in a relaxed state. There's one thing that I've noticed with my students, and that is that they can position their bodies in different physical postures and do different movements, but they cannot sit in meditation. Not at first. This is why starting with physical movement is so important. It prepares the body and mind for deeper practices like meditation. There must be a need, commitment, and willingness to achieve results. Dedication and self preservation are crucial, along with a genuine desire for a different state of body and mind. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Have you ever felt trapped in a cycle of stress and physical pain? Share your experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories and how you've managed to cope. What are some of your favorite ways to relax and de stress? Share your tips in the comments and let's learn from each other. Try this simple restorative yoga pose, a restorative back bend over a bolster. Let me know how it made you feel in the comments. Did you notice any changes in your stress levels? If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe and join my community for more tips. I challenge you to practice restorative yoga for 10 minutes every day this week. Share your progress and the experience in the comments. If you're interested in yoga tools like bolsters and blocks, visit the link in the comments for more information. For private lessons and personalized instruction, visit my website at becomeyourU.com. Thank you for your support and being part of this community.